Greetings, loyal viewers of TV Day's Drama Digest channel. Today, we plunge into the heart of Salem, a town where secrets fester like wounds, and the truth, once unveiled, can shatter lives with the force of a tempest. At the center of this storm are two women, Sophia and Melinda, whose intertwined fates have kept us riveted to our screens. Their story, woven with lies, betrayal, and scandal, teeters on the edge of a cataclysmic unraveling. As the layers of deceit peel away, we must ask, will Salem bid farewell to Sophia and Melinda forever? Join us as we dissect their tangled web, exploring the dramatic crescendo that may force these iconic figures to exit the stage of Salem's saga. Sophia's secret, a lie that binds. Sophia, with her enigmatic charm and calculating mind, has long been a polarizing figure in Salem. Her poised exterior belies a labyrinth of secrets, each more perilous than the last. For months, whispers have circulated about her involvement in a deception so profound it threatens to dismantle the lives of those around her. The cornerstone of her secret lies in her connection to Melinda Trask, a woman whose own past is as checkered as a chessboard. Sophia's lie began innocently enough, or so it seemed. A carefully constructed facade, designed to protect her interests, spiraled into a scheme that ensnared Melinda and shook the foundations of Salem. The heart of this deception? A sham adoption scheme that promised hope but delivered heartbreak. Sophia, with her silver tongue, convinced those around her that her motives were pure, but the truth is far murkier. The adoption, meant to secure a future for a child, was a house of cards built on forged documents and manipulated trust. As the residents of Salem began to question the legitimacy of the adoption, Sophia's carefully curated image cracks, revealing the raw ambition beneath. The revelation of Sophia's lie is not a quiet affair. It erupts like a volcano, spewing accusations and recriminations across the town. Friends turn to foes, and allies become adversaries as the scope of her deception comes to light. The fallout is seismic, threatening to engulf not only Sophia but also Melinda, whose own secrets are inextricably linked to this scandal. Melinda Trask, a past that haunts. Melinda Trask, a woman of fierce determination and questionable morals, is no stranger to controversy. Her history in Salem is a tapestry of bold moves and darker deeds, each thread pulling her deeper into a quagmire of her own making. At the heart of her troubles lies the Jude scandal, a sordid affair that has left scars on the town's collective psyche. The Jude scandal, a labyrinth of corruption and betrayal, saw Melinda entangled in a web of illicit dealings. Her role, though never fully clarified, cast a long shadow over her reputation. Whispers of blackmail, coercion, and financial impropriety followed her like a specter, and though she evaded legal repercussions at the time, the past has a way of catching up in Salem. The scandal's reemergence, spurred by Sophia's unraveling lies, places Melinda squarely in the crosshairs of justice. But it is the sham adoption scheme that may prove to be Melinda's undoing. Her complicity in Sophia's plan, whether through active participation or willful ignorance, has tethered her fate to Sophia's. The adoption, orchestrated to secure a child for reasons both personal and political, was a gamble that backfired spectacularly. The child, now at the center of a legal maelstrom, is a symbol of the women's hubris. As investigators dig deeper, the specter of jail time looms large for Melinda, whose past misdeeds provide ample ammunition for prosecutors. The baby scandal, a town divided. The baby scandal, as it's come to be known, is the linchpin of Sophia and Melinda's downfall. What began as a scheme to manipulate emotions and secure influence has morphed into a crisis that threatens to tear Salem apart. The child, an innocent pawn in their game, is now the subject of heated debates and legal battles. Families are divided, friendships are shattered, and the town's moral compass wavers as residents grapple with the implications of the scandal. The details of the scandal are as heartbreaking as they are infuriating. Sophia, with Melinda's tacit approval, orchestrated the adoption of a child under false pretenses. Forged documents, fabricated backstories, and a network of complicit players ensured the scheme's initial success. But in Salem, secrets have a short shelf life. A whistleblower, perhaps a scorned ally or a guilt-ridden participant, brought the truth to light, exposing the adoption as a sham. The revelation sent shockwaves through the community, with residents taking sides in a battle that pits loyalty against justice. The legal ramifications are dire. The adoption's illegality opens the door to charges ranging from fraud to child endangerment. For Melinda, whose fingerprints are all over the scheme's periphery, the threat of incarceration is real. Her history with the Jude scandal only amplifies the scrutiny, as prosecutors see an opportunity to finally hold her accountable. Sophia, meanwhile, faces her own reckoning. Her lie, once a shield, is now a noose tightening around her neck. The dramatic crescendo, a town in turmoil. As the truth unfurls, Salem transforms into a crucible of emotion. The confrontation between Sophia and Melinda is nothing short of operatic. Picture the scene, a dimly lit room, heavy with the weight of unspoken truths. Sophia, her eyes blazing with defiance, faces Melinda, whose composure cracks under the strain of betrayal. Words are weapons, each accusation a dagger plunged into the heart of their fragile alliance. The air crackles with tension as years of secrets spill forth, leaving no stone unturned. The town watches, breathless, as the drama unfolds. Public forums become battlegrounds, with residents airing grievances and demanding justice. The local newspaper, the Salem Chronicle, runs headlines that scream of scandal, deceptions and desks, the fall of Sophia and Melinda. Protests erupt outside the courthouse, where supporters and detractors clash in a cacophony of voices. The child at the center of the scandal becomes a symbol of hope for some, of betrayal for others. Sophia's fall from grace is particularly poignant. Once a pillar of the community, her descent into infamy is swift and merciless. Her allies abandon her, unwilling to be tainted by association. Melinda, too, finds herself isolated, her charm no match for the tide of public outrage. The women, once united by ambition, are now divided by blame, each pointing the finger at the other in a desperate bid for redemption. The inevitable departure, saying goodbye to Salem. The question that looms over Salem is inescapable. Is it time to say goodbye to Sophia and Melinda? The baby scandal, compounded by their respective histories, leaves little room for redemption. The legal system, though slow, is unforgiving. Prosecutors, armed with evidence of fraud and corruption, are poised to deliver a verdict that could see both women behind bars. Even if they escape incarceration, the court of public opinion has already rendered its judgment. Salem, a town that thrives on trust, has no place for those who betray it so brazenly. For Sophia, departure may be a choice born of necessity. The weight of her lie, coupled with the loss of her social standing, makes staying in Salem untenable. Rumors swirl of a quiet exit, a midnight flight to a distant city where she can reinvent herself, free from the ghosts of her past. But can Sophia truly outrun her demons, or will they follow her, as relentless as the truth she sought to bury? Melinda's fate is equally uncertain. The Jude scandal, combined with her role in the adoption scheme, paints a damning picture. Jail time is a real possibility, and even if she avoids it, her reputation is in tatters. The woman who once wielded influence with ease now faces a future stripped of power. Will she fight to reclaim her place in Salem, or will she, too, choose exile over humiliation? The town itself stands at a crossroads. The departure of Sophia and Melinda, whether by choice or by force, will leave a void. New players will rise, new scandals will emerge, but the memory of this saga will linger. The child, now in the care of a loving family, is a reminder of the cost of ambition unchecked. Salem, battered but resilient, will move forward, but not without scars. A call to the audience. What do you think? As we close this chapter of Salem's story, we turn to you, our viewers. The TV Days Drama Digest channel thrives on your passion, your theories, and your voices. Do you believe Sophia and Melinda can find redemption, or is their time in Salem truly over? Should the town forgive their transgressions, or is justice best served by their departure? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation alive. The saga of Sophia and Melinda is a cautionary tale, a reminder that secrets, no matter how well guarded, have a way of breaking free. As Salem braces for the next chapter, one thing is certain: the drama is far from over. Stay tuned, dear viewers, for the next twist in this unrelenting tale.